Children of the future age, reading this indignant page, know that in a former time, love, sweet love, was thought a crime.
Ladies and gentlemen, now, for the first time in entertainment history, Austin's pseudonymous Perry Logan attempts an unusually difficult trampoline routine.
Jesus.
Hey, Perry.
Jesus. Perry.
Jesus. Perry. Jesus.
Okay, Perry, what do you want, man? I was just grooving on some good music. I'm a hippie, you know, and a communist. Oh, Jesus. This is a wonderful day, we hope, for our gay brothers and sisters. This in a most horribly barbarous time.
Hey, what's your point, Perry?
Please, let this especially difficult and deeply symbolic tramp routine occur without injury.
Okay, you got it, Perry. Will you get on with it now?
Yes, I'll get on with it now. No, I'm not afraid.
No, I will not be ashamed into doing this tramp routine. I've changed my mind. Okay.
I don't understand it either, okay? It's a force beyond my power to resist. It's March 28th, 2013. And it's high time that I, Perry Logan, came out. As what, you may ask? Woo. Well, it really is high time that I came out and confessed that I, Perry Logan, let's put it this way. I, Perry Logan, am coming out as a straight guy who loves his gay brothers and sisters. Well, that was a popular move. Hey, I'm glad you approve. This is a very good time to come out, in my case, as a straight guy. You can tell I'm straight by the way I dress. Would a gay brother dress the way I, Perry Logan, do?
Oh, and once again, Perry Logan is knocked on his butt by an over-enthusiastic audience as he asks the musical question, would a gay brother dress the way Perry Logan does? Ah, but it's true, my friends. Austin's pseudonymous Perry Richard Logan is coming out on this day, March 28th, 23rd, as a total straight guy who loves his gay brothers and sisters. My friends, what's not to like?
This is God. Thank you. Let's get one thing straight. I made some of you gay because it's beautiful and I wanted it that way, okay?
Okay, well there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, as Perry Logan comes out of the closet, dressed just as poorly as always, shouting out his love for our gay brothers and sisters.
Hi, this is Jesus. Groovy, listen to you, Groovy. I'm Jesus, and you know I'm a hippie, okay? I just wanted to mention that most of the people who use my name in vain so damn much, they don't seem to realize I'm a hippie. Hey, I'm also a communist. Why didn't you know? The Bible states very clearly, Jesus, that's me, and the apostles shared all our stuff. Why didn't you know? We shared our stuff equally. Me and the apostles. Perry, Jesus. Perry, Jesus. Perry, calm down. Please explain to them why I'm a communist. Okay, I don't want to get caught up in this Jesus is a communist controversy. This is a show about love, so Jesus has shown up in kind of like the Perry Logan fashion, okay? Hey, he dressed funny too, okay? Hey, let me just come right out and say it, okay? Jesus dressed funny too, it's not just me. I guess this means he was straight. Like I say, I don't want to get involved in this big Jesus is a communist controversy that I think Perry Logan started, okay? Well, the way I understand it, gospel truth, literal gospel truth, is that Jesus and the apostles shared their stuff. Says right in the Bible, they shared their stuff, okay? Plus, Jesus told me. Hey, if Jesus talks to crazy right-wing white guys, he talks to me. And he asked me to remind you that it really is, it's in the Bible, I believe, that Jesus and the apostles shared their belongings. No one claimed anything for themselves. So you see, they were communists. Is that good, Jesus? Thanks, Perry. And a hippie, too, you know. I don't know about the hippie part, Jesus, but I must admit those hippies really looked like Jesus sometimes, didn't they? They sure as hell did, Perry. Isn't that funny? The right wing say they love me, and you know they'd kill me if they saw me. Can I quote you on that? Well, anyway, I sure as hell am a hippie, and you know the hippies love their gay brothers and sisters. I happen to know Perry was not allowed into the hippies. Kind of outsmarted myself there. Hi, happy March 28th, 2013. No, I guess not. It was not a holiday, but it's a big day in the history of gay rights. It's a big day because, as for some reason, I'm obsessed with the fact that the Supreme Court right now. Literally. Yeah, literally. What do I have to do to prove this to you? Well, the U.S. Supreme Court, such as it is, well, it's a Supreme Court that's made some of the worst decisions ever. Yeah, Citizens United. One of the worst decisions ever. They validated Obamacare, which I, unlike some other leftist types, regard as a bad thing. I think it was a gift to the insurance companies, but never mind. That's not what we're talking about, so stop changing the subject. All right. Well, anyway, the air, political circles here in the U.S., the air is filled with speculation about what this worst of all Supreme Courts. Well, but people do have their hopes up. The court is indeed, discussing and hearing and debating the removal of some horrible, pernicious laws that victimize our gay brothers and sisters. This is the show where I come out as a straight guy who loves his gay brothers and sisters. Come here. Aww. Funny, my gay brothers and sisters react the same way they all do when I come at them. Hey, just kidding around, okay? But I do, I'm coming out as a straight guy. I know, I'm not gay simply from the way I dress. Well, the politicians are actually kind of coming out in favor of gay marriage to a really remarkable degree. It's like this one little ray of sunlight in the dark landscape of our political times. Ooh, here I am giggling like an idiot in these darkest of times. Well, okay, we won't go very much into the background, but the background is really kind of one of those graphs. It's like a graph, okay, that goes like this. I'll give you that again. A lot of things are plummeting, and signs of awfulness are getting worse, like the poverty rate and the number of drones we're sending out to kill people in places where there isn't even a war. I talk about this stuff a lot because that really is what's happening. Okay, so here we are, okay. And there's this ray of beautiful, golden, gay light. Oh, well, by which you may surmise that I think people have their hopes up, to speak plainly, that a terrible law called the Defense of Marriage Act, or DOMA, is gonna be struck down. Hey, DOMA, your time has come. Here's for my gay brothers and sisters. Take that, DOMA, and that. Dramatic times, and a thing called Proposition 8, California thing. The point is, our Supreme Court, which is, we have a Supreme Court. Forgive my histrionics. But people expect it of me, let's face it. This highly problematic Supreme Court, which in my opinion most closely resembles a skid mark left over from the Reagan era. A skid mark left over from the Republican Revolution. For those taking notes, that was, this Supreme Court most closely resembles a skid mark from the Republican Revolution. Sorry, man. This show has gone too far. Yes?
I was trying to do a show about love, and now I'm talking about skid marks left over from the Republican Revolution. I was trying to express to you that all this darkness, and indeed this terrible Supreme Court, is just another of the things I was trying not to talk about too much. The swirling of the United States down the big swirler of destiny, okay? Don't even get me started on climate change. I'm not going to talk about climate change. Or guns. Or the fascist turn of our government. Or the hordes of the poor. All of us getting poorer by the second. No! I refuse to talk about these things. Well, but there's this magical gleam of light that people think, in other words. People are worried, but they're also hopeful that this terrible Supreme Court yet might do the right thing. I guess it could happen. But you know, sensible people have their hopes up, and our gay brothers and sisters who have worked hard for this, okay? Yeah. Worked hard against the suppression, you know, whereby love, sweet love, is thought a crime. Hello, this is William Blake, children of the future age, reading this indignant page. Know that in a former time, love, sweet love, was thought a crime. Homophobia. Oh, homophobia. Oh, what's the deal on homophobia? Children of the future age, reading this indignant page, know that in a former time.
Daddy!
Yes, Jeannie?
Are you afraid of gays?
Only when they're mad at me.
Daddy!
Buzz off, kid.
Cut it out, Daddy! Why are you standing in the rain?
Because we live in a barbarous world, little girl.
That's a non sequitur if I ever heard one.
Okay. That's my satiric daughter, Jeannie. And she's always asking me the hard questions. Well, I just thought it suited the mood. You could go on all day, and sometimes I do, about the darkness of the age we lived in. Who knew? Who knew the 21st century would see some kind of virtual return to the dark ages? Well, not in terms of the wonderful gadgets. I love the gadgets too. Some of them. And others, of course, are doing evil. We've got drones, okay? Don't forget, this is the age of drones, when soon we will all have our individual drones assigned to us by the government and the corporations that rule us at birth. This is a vision of the future. I'm offering it for free. In these dark times, we have wonderful gadgets, also wonderfully evil gadgets such as these drones. Soon, we will each have our own personal drone, I tell you, that will follow us around. They'll be tiny. And this drone will watch everything we do, starting at birth, and report it to the government and the appropriate corporations. The data will be kept on file forever to be used against us. It does sound like a comic book, but it's not that much of an extrapolation in it. Here's the way I figure it. These little drones will follow you around, tracking all your information. But you see, they will kill you if someone decides you're a terrorist.
They will kill you if someone decides you're a terrorist?
Just a little kind of a hyperbolic look into the future.
But what about that ray of light, Daddy? Like a ray of light on this very day, the justices of the worst Supreme Court ever, okay, I don't want to paint too rosy a picture. This is yet another one of those things that could, go south by dint of right-wingery. Think of all the things in our nation that have, so to speak, gone south through right-wingery. Doma is a good example. Yeah. Okay, so we got to find out if the worst Supreme Court ever can decide the right thing. And people do have their hopes up if they can just get that Clarence Thomas to shut up. Chief Justice Thomas, I'm glad you broke your long silence, but you're just going to get to shut your pile, all right? You're one of the most terrible right-wingers on this bloody court. You know we're the worst court ever. We always make the worst possible decision, and yet, hey, we've got a rare chance to do one good thing. So shut up, Thomas. I see that little Republican sex scandal crawl has got some of you pretty steamed up. I wanted to just, given the nature of this show, this is the show, oh God, I hope you know this show where I, Perry Logan, come out. And it feels so liberating. Coming out as a straight guy who loves his gay brothers and sisters. It's a good day for it, all right? Even as I speak, I can hear the Supreme Court hearing arguments and debating the very issues that confront us, such as the repeal of the awful DOMA law and Proposition 8 in California. These are laws which afflict and hurt our gay brothers and sisters. We cannot have that. And even as I speak, we can hear them. Yes, I can hear the voices. I can hear Clarence Thomas. He goes on and on and on. Why doesn't that guy ever shut up? This is a good time to mention one of the many sexual deviances of Republicans. All right, let's talk sexual deviance, okay? Children, welcome. Hey, children today are like so hip, right? So you're welcome aboard. I'm not likely to teach you anything, but this is in fact quite family stuff, okay? But the Republicans, come on, man. One of their little problems, the political right in the U.S. has just a little bit of an obsession with our gay brothers and sisters. The gayest person in the world is not as obsessed with gays as those strange people on the right. And we're in a show celebrating like a ray of light in a very dark political landscape, a kind of an Edgar Allan Poe, Raven, Nevermore political landscape. Okay, now back to the sex scandals. Hey, mate, this is William Blake. This is 18th century poet William Blake. I wrote the lines, "Children of the future age, reading this indignant page, know that in a former time, love, sweet love, was thought a crime." Love, sweet love, was thought a crime? Yes! Love, sweet love was thought a crime. That's an actual line of William Blake, the great poet, the great 18th century poet and artist that I just kind of somehow knew about. And I feel at least one bit of kinship with that guy. William Blake it seems to me that little quatrain suggests that he felt the way I do. Amazingly, even in the age of cell phones to fry your brains, or in the age of wondrous new gadgets, let's face it, makes you want to kiss an engineer. Oh. Wow, we do have some great engineers, but everything else is like going down the crapper. Well, they're barbaric times. Even though our gay brothers and sisters have made some awesome gains, very much through their own efforts in getting organized, something the rest of us need to do, because, you see, they've got their thing going that maybe they'll shoot down DOMA, shoot down Proposition 8, maybe those Supreme Court justices, if they can just get Justice Thomas to shut up. Thomas, will you shut up? Now, Thomas, I'm going to tell you one more time. If you don't shut up, we're going to have you gagged.